How y'all doing, family? This is Chris Robert Media TV, and I'm going to be coming to you with this news from infoglitz.com. Family, like I said, the shit is going down. So it says, shares have been falling for the year, which is the most worrisome for the richest Americans. I don't give a damn about the most richest Americans because them motherfuckers, big ass business companies and stuff like that, don't pay their employees what they should be paid. So this would be good for their ass to get hit and lose some motherfucking money. So this was being published on March 22nd, 2018. So we about to get into the article, family. It says trader Peter Tuchman left and Patrick Casey work on the floor of the New York Stock Exchange on February 8, Richard Drew, AP. Another brutal day in lower Manhattan when the Dow Jones average close was close to 3% and the Standard and Poor Index closed 2.5%. At this time in 2017, equities rose about 5% for the year. They would continue to rise over the course of 2017 until the S&P rose 20% and the Dow 25% higher. And then it says, okay, y'all see what's going on. Y'all can check it out. It said there was exactly one day in 2017 when either the Dow or the S&P fell as the year progressed. The Dow had fallen by 0.2% the day before the inauguration. President Trump, see, it fell because it knew fucking Trump dumbass was getting into that motherfucker. So it fell 2 days before his ass got in. So it said the collapse on Thursday was a feature of the government's announcement to impose new sanctions on the Chinese government. Family, haven't I just said in my other videos that everything is about to go down? Everything is about to go down the drain. It's already going down the drain, but it's just about to go even faster down the drain. But the timing of this announcement and the slide of the marketers are interesting when data from Pew Research Center was released just before the tariffs were announced. Confidence in the economy is rising and has since reached its highest point in Pew. This is largely a function of confidence among Republicans who now see the economy as positive as it was at the end of the boom of the 1990s. So it says somewhat below in Pew Report was an interesting detail. Americans of every income group seeing things like the cost of health care and the price of food and consumers goods as an impact on their household income, but only those who earn $75,000 a year are more worried about stock prices as something that affects their budget finances. Only the people that's making $75,000 or more. So if you're not making $75,000 or more and it has stock prices and stuff like they have money in the stock market, is only worried about this. In other words, the stock market volatility in 2018 should be more worrying for the wealthy than for the poor. So y'all can see this graph. Let me put the link in the description. So it says why wealthy people see stock prices are more important to their household budget. Well, simply because they own more shares. Our Christ Ingram judged stock owners last year on the asset percentage and found the distribution to be more important to wealthier Americans. So y'all can see this graph. Stock wealthy ownership is heavy, concentrated. You can check this out. Check this out. Look at this shit. 0.2%, the bottom 20. The fourth, 0.3%. The top 4 people. The middle of the U.S. If you look at this shit, on 1.3%. The second on 5.5%. The next 10% on 9.3%. The next 5% on 12.6%. The next 4% on 31.1%. The top bottom 1% on 40%, 40.3%. Look at this shit. Say this is wealth as opposed to income, and stock ownership adds to the wealth of households. But the Federal Reserve states that only 14% of Americans own individually shares, and that only 52% have some type of retirement account, including 401k. Many Americans do not participate in the market at all. Therefore, they probably do not see that this strongly affects their budget finances. There is an interesting additional insight in this Pew analysis. Family. Weaker budgets are more likely to indicate that the state budget deficit is affecting their budgetary position. Why? Perhaps because low-income households are more dependent on government programs. It's difficult to say. For those who are worried about the deficit, some bad news is keep growing. The annual deficit contributes to the national's debt, which has reached to $21 trillion under Trump for the first time. When he took office, it was barely worth $20 trillion, which means he has risen by more than 5% since then. Oh yeah, and it's going to get even bigger, family. It's going to get even bigger. We can look at it the same way we look at stock prices change. Debt is almost at as high this year as it was in 2017 as a whole. Debt slowly with pre-debt ceiling. Check it out. It's going to keep raising. It's going to keep raising. This is not the deficit, but at the same time, it gets points. The government spends a lot of money. Poor households are also more concerned about food prices and job availability. On Thursday, General Mills announced that he would raise prices to fight inflation. That's stupid. That's fucking stupid, man. And the poor gonna only get hit with that because, we don't have money like that. You feel what I'm saying? We don't have money like that, and somehow people depending on government assistance and stuff like that. Come on, man. But we know how to make it work. You know what I'm saying? We know how to make 50 cents out of a lot. So, say, but a potentially worrying development along the way, but job availability is high. As Trump first pointed out, the economy added 313,000 jobs in February, and unemployment remains at its recent low. So y'all can see that. The good news for wealthy Americans worrying about stock prices is that stock prices are much more volatile than, say, employment. As prices plummeted in February, they quickly regained much of their value without the decline last month. The Dow Jones has not been so low since November 29th. No wonder that economic confidence has not taken much damage. So the stock shit gonna keep going down, family. It's gonna keep going down. Look at these faces. Oh no, the stock prices is going down. I hope it go down even more. Motherfucker need to go down like 20 points or even more. That'll be good. That'll be good. So these white motherfuckers could be crying on TV and shit. Shit. We don't give a fuck, man. That's not our shit. These motherfuckers done stole everything. Stole all kind of shit. and think we supposed to give a damn. Man, we don't give a damn about that shit. I hope that shit fall all the way down to the ground. You ask me. But fam, let me put the link in the description, and y'all let me know how y'all feel about this. Leave your comments down below. And y'all have a great evening. Have a great night. Love y'all. And I'll be back with another one.